everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shiv, but we haven't met before. If you're coming back, then welcome. Nearly forgot my intro then. Haven't filmed for over a week. That's what happens. Today I am filming this look right here, which is this kind of like matte cut crease, smoky eye, just playing with a few shades from the Revolution Taxi palette from their Friends collection, which looks like this. I will do close-ups for you later in the video, so don't worry if this is slightly out of focus or overexposed for the time being. I'm just trying out the lighting for my new lights that I have, which I'm super excited about, but I am just figuring out the camera settings with them, so just give me time for that. I'm working on it. But yeah, this is the look that I came up with. I absolutely love it. This is something that I would definitely wear out. I feel a bit glam. It's actually really easy to do. So if you would like to see how I created this look, some kind of thoughts on the palette, I've used all Revolution products for this entire face, then please carry on watching. I must warn you, my energy is a little bit chaotic just because I haven't filmed in over a week. I feel good today, so enjoy the chaos, but I really hope you enjoy watching this video. Before you carry on watching, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. I'm going to be trying to upload 2 times a week, Wednesday and Sundays from now on, just as an FYI. Follow me on my social media pages. I'm shivonmakeupbiz on everything. I really appreciate it, and without further ado, let's just carry on into the video. So I've already primed my lids and I've done my brows with the Revolution Soap Brows and the P. Louise base. I've literally just finished patting it on. I'm just going to make sure that there's no creasing. Can't see anything with my new lights. What? I can't see anything with my new lights. They're so bright, so please let me adjust. So I'm taking the Revolution Taxi palette, which is really cool. Like, that is so cool. If you are a Friends fan, I would definitely like put that on display, and you could, because it would sit upright on your vanity. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight into the shadows and go through this fairly quickly. So it flips all the way around, which is good. I don't think it bends completely, but you can kind of like hold it, which I like. And there is a mirror on the back. So you have a range of kind of neutral cool tones and then like a pop of dark blue and some silvery kind of shades. I've been venturing into my cool tones lately. We're gonna give it a go. I feel like I'm gonna do a matte cut crease. I know when it comes to testing eyeshadow palettes, it's always best to use mattes and shimmers, but I just really feel like doing... I've just said that out loud, and as I've looked at the palette up close, I realised there's far more shimmers in this palette than there are mattes. I can definitely still do the look I kind of had in my head. We've got black, we've got brown, this kind of like muddy beige colour. Don't know how to describe that. Mustard maybe, and then like a peachy colour, and then a light brown. Okay, no, I can still do the look I wanted to do, but if I was going to use a shimmer, I'd probably use something like this, or like the blue, this kind of colours, like that slate grey colour. It's really pretty. So yeah, there's actually quite a good variety of shades now the more I look at this palette. The only kind of thing that I do want to say, okay, no, I only have 2 things to say. Just straight off the bat, it does bother me how the text is slightly to the right of the shadow. I just feel like it should be in the middle. Like here, for example, just need to shove the text up a little bit. It's just bothering me how it's not perfectly in the middle. And it does also have the kind of foam on the inside. If you watched my previous Revolution Friends video, I will link that down below. I reviewed the Open the Door palette. It has this like foam on the inside, and I really feel like they could have just taken like a tiny little bit more of like the cardboard packaging to just cover that up, because it's just like bothering me. You know, I just feel like it would look a little bit more put together if this was covered up, but that's just constructive criticism, the most important thing of the eyeshadows. So I'm going to start off by taking the shade, I kind of want to take the black, but I feel like I'm not brave enough right now. I haven't used a black shadow in so long. I'm going to take the shade here called Sailing, which is like a chocolatey brown colour, you know, similar spectrum, what's happening to my speech today, to my top. So I'm going to take this shade right here on a Morphe M456, which is a skinny blending brush. I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit actually. I feel like the new lighting is like doing things. What do we think? Okay, I've just dipped into that shade Sailing, just smoothing out the base, and I'm just going to start by kind of stumping this on the outer edge. I'm going to do a classic cut crease, but it's just the best way to test as many shadows as possible, I find anyway. And I don't have time to do like 1 palette, 3 looks or something, so this is the best way to do it. And also I feel like whatever you feel like is your most natural look to do, like I would always do a half cut crease, so I feel like it's good to do what you would always do when testing a palette for a fair test. So as you can see, it's super pigmented to start off with. I'm just tapping that on there, kind of creating the shape of the outer edge. And I'm going to take that all the way through to the inner corner. I'm pushing that into my socket, building it up. Yeah, so far so good. That's a really nice chocolatey brown colour. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really... Yeah, really happy with that shade. That would actually look nice just like put all over the lid for a smoky eye. I'm now just going to pop that under the lower lash line. I already have a little bit of eyeshadow base on my lower lash line anyway. I'm just kind of smudging that in, not too roughly so I don't get it all over my eyeball. Just a little bit, smudge that in. How is everyone feeling, my UK queens? Because it is now the 13th of April, yesterday, more things opened up. Everyone seems to be in much better spirits, and me included. Definitely getting there for sure. I feel like I've been subconsciously waiting for the 12th of April to like feel better, because I knew that more things were opening, like the gyms and shops and beauty salons and stuff, and just things that like we took for granted like before COVID was a thing. But yeah, I just feel super grateful that I'm able to like get up and go to the gym, go to the shops if I fancy it. Yeah, that kind of thing. I didn't brave the shops yesterday because I couldn't face like the crowds and stuff, but I might do a Primark haul in May. Let me know if you would like to see that. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well here in the UK, and also if you do feel like you're not ready to go out and about yet, that is also okay. Change can be a very like anxiety inducing thing, especially when we've got so used to like sort of being inside the whole time. But yeah, I just hope everyone's doing well. I feel like positivity is on the horizon, folks. Definitely getting there, and like it's much brighter weather this week. It's just good vibes, you know. And just played my music by accident. And I've been making avocado on toast with a little bit of red onion and rocket in the morning, and beautiful. So it's all about the little things. Find happiness in every day. Yeah. Okay, so while I've been rambling to you, I've just kind of covered my lower lash line in this dark brown shade. I think I might have said a little bit, but we applied a lot and it's fine. I quite like it. Super smoky. So, okay, I'm glad I didn't do the black actually. I feel like the dark brown is enough. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Mother Hen, which is this one right here. This is one of the shades that, if you can see, it has a taxi imprinted into it right here. What are you? Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm going to take that shade right here. And I'm going to use it to blend out the dark brown. I'm talking really strange today because I haven't filmed in ages. I've got my new lights. I was all excited, then I just didn't film for like a week. But we're excited. Wow, my energy's all over the place. Okay, so just dipping into that shade Mother Hen, and I'm just going to start from the inner corner and just kind of start patting and feathering this into that dark brown. Just slowly blend that out very lightly, like I'm using a very light hand. I'm also going to put a little bit of that on the lower lash line. When I do my concealer later, this will blend out a little bit, but we can always go back and re-intensify. Now I said I was going to do cool tones, but this is definitely a more warm tone than I had thought it was going to be in my head, but that's fine. Now I'm just taking this brush and just starting to like really blend the colours together. Kind of going back and forth through the colours. These shades aren't blending like the best together, but I feel like this will take a little bit of work. So I'm just going back in with that dark brown, just in little circular motions, just kind of working it into that shade Mother Hen, the lighter brown, just kind of diffusing that out. Okay, for the very top part of the eye, like right near to my eyebrow, I'm just going to take a teeny little bit of the shade College, which is this like peachy beige colour right here, and I'm just going to use this to really smooth out those edges. I'm going to take it on a Morphe M433 brush. Just load up my brush. I'm just going to do a nice little dusting of this around the kind of edge of the blend to really smooth out those edges. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease just my usual way. If you are like a regular watcher of my channel, I use cotton bud and micellar water. If you are new to my channel, Here's what I do. I take the cotton bud and I load it up with micellar water. This is just kind of put into a little squeezy bottle just so it's easier. Take off the excess on the back of the hands so it's not dripping everywhere. And then I just apply pressure around the socket to cut the crease. Ever since I've been doing this, it's just the easiest way to do it. Rather than putting concealer on top and then you're going to get like dark brown and stuff all across the lid, and it's just going to take you... Ooh! Just drop that cotton bud. So I'm just pushing through the crease with one kind of wet side from the micellar water and then one dry side to clean it up.
Give it all to me, get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for...
Now I'm going to take a flat concealer brush and my P. Louise base right here, and I'm just going to tap this into the area that I have just cut, just a small amount, and going very carefully right to those edges, just a tiny amount. You know, I've had this P. Louise base since lockdown. No, I've had this P. Louise base for a long time. I got it at Christmas. I've had this base for a year and 3 months and I have so much product left. I already have a backup of it in my drawer and I thought I would have already had to open that yet. Nope, this is still going. So if you're thinking about getting the P. Louise base, get it. It lasts a lot longer than you would think.
Get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two.
Now I have cut the crease, I'm going to take the shade College again, which is that peachy beige shade right here, and I'm going to pop that across the lid because I want to do a matte cut crease. Always tempted to go in with a shimmer, but in my head I was going to do a matte cut crease. That's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to load up my brush with that shade College, and I'm taking a Peaches Makeup PC40 brush, which is just a really good flat shader brush, just smoothing out that crease. And I'm just tapping that all across this base, more so to set it really. It's just adding a tiny bit of colour. Shadows have gone really nicely into each other. I might take a teeny shimmer into the inner corner later, maybe, possibly, we'll see. If you want me to do another look using this palette with the shimmers, let me know. I could do like a blue kind of smoky eye or something. Let me know. I'm just doing what my heart entails, and that is a matte cut crease today. I'm just taking that sailing shade, that dark brown, and just tapping over the edge so it's not this sort of weird shape on the outer corner. Kind of lightly dusting that across. That's it for the palette for now. I might take the highlighter shade on the inner corner later, I'm not too sure. But I'm going to take the Revolution Renaissance liner and just draw a line across the lash line, fairly thick. I'm not going to do a wing for this look because I kind of want that smoke on the outer edge to stand out. So I'm just going to do a line across the lash line. This is such a good felt liner. If you haven't tried this, you need to. I can't get it open for some reason. There we go. But it is such a good liner. I use this all the time. Then I'm going to smoke it up a little bit by adding a black through the waterline. This is the Revolution Black Hole Liner. It's actually really good. And I'm just going to pop this onto my waterline. Now I'm just going to give my lashes a little curl. And I'm going to apply some mascara. This is my favourite Revolution mascara that I tried so far. This is the Revolution 5D Lash Mascara. I know this was quite a big launch for them. It's just a really good mascara. It just does the job. I don't know how to explain mascaras, to be honest. It just makes my lashes look nice. But I'm just going to load up a generous amount of this mascara to my lashes. I'm not too worried about any kind of mascara on the lid because I'll just knock that off with a cotton bud once it's dried. For lashes, I don't really want to put on like a whole heap of eyelashes that covers up the kind of bright cut crease. But I'm going to take the Revolution Wispy lashes. I've used these quite a few times now, so they're kind of on their last legs. But what I'm going to go ahead and do, if you can see the lashes, is cut them down the middle and just pop on a half lash. I'm going to take, so for example, this is the one for the right eye. I'm going to snip that here where the bigger pieces are. So if you can see there, I've got a little baby lash with like 3 of the big chunky bits. I'm just going to pop that on the outer corner of the eye with a little half lash just to kind of accentuate the outer corner. I just let the glue dry for a little bit.
So come closer, babe. What do you got? 'Cause I am gold. I'm gold.
You can kind of see the difference. It just accentuates this outer corner, makes it look a little bit more kind of cat eye shaped. I'm just going to do the other eye, and then I'm going to get rid of this kind of mascara residue. I'll be right back to the face. Okay. Moving on to the face now, I'm going to take the XX Revolution Hydra Quench Primer. My skin's been kind of dry lately and I'm going to be putting on a kind of matte foundation, so I really need that hydration. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this with my fingers. If I can get into the pot, that would be great. So it's literally a jelly. I have used this before and I like it. I've since tried the La Masca Hydra Veil and this is very comparable in terms of like the texture, where it's a jelly, which is a lot of fun. It's super hydrating. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that on to prime the skin, and you literally just rub it in like moisturizer. I don't have long nails yet until I can get myself down to the nail salon. Now they're open, so I can just use my fingertips and not worry about getting it under my nail. Applying it all over the skin. Feels so like cooling and calming on the skin. I think this is the one with aloe vera. I'm pretty sure because it's green. I'm pretty sure it's the one with aloe vera. Aloe vera. I don't really have any tanned Revolution foundation, so I hope this kind of matches. This is the XX Revolution FX7 foundation. They don't have the names of the type of foundation on the bottle, but it will be on the screen because they have a pink one and then this one right here. I'm just gonna... Why can't I get into anything today? Oh my god. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pump some of this out. It's a super thick foundation. Get on there onto my sponge. I've been putting my sponges in the wash lately, so although it kind of looks stained, I promise it is clean. So just put this all over the skin. I feel like we can... Now for concealer, I'm going to take the XX Revolution CX5 concealer and just start with a little bit around my eyes. I'm not so much trying to like really brighten, but just conceal, you know? A little bit on the forehead, chin, like around my nose where like it's a little bit red. And then I'm gonna blend it out. I'm not gonna lie, not my most favourite foundation. I definitely prefer the pink foundation. I think it's like the Glow foundation. This one just, it sets way too quickly and it's kind of hard to blend. It would be good for someone if you're very, very oily skin, but I kind of forget I don't have oily skin anymore. My skin's more dry since I've been using retinol in my skincare routine, which is good because it means my makeup lasts a lot longer, but then I forget that I can't really wear matte foundations anymore, but it's fine. We'll make it work. Then I'm going to set this into place. I don't need to put on too much powder because the foundation is so matte, but more so underneath the eyes, chin, forehead, that kind of thing. But I'm taking the translucent baking powder from Revolution, which I've tried a few times now and I really like it. The only thing, like, it's just a personal preference, but it's just a bit of a struggle because you have this tiny cap to put the powder in and then it gets everywhere, which is why I prefer pressed powders. But that's just me being a super clumsy person. You know, you just gotta embrace who you are. So I'm just taking the powder and taking off the excess, and then I'm just going to put this all over my face, and I've already got it all over my top. I'll show you. See? Oh, happy days. Okay, so I'm just powdering my face. Pull back the head so my foundation doesn't go in my forehead lines, you know, in my age of 25. That was weird, just had a very small nosebleed. I've also got a headache today. Should I be concerned? I don't know. But I'm going to move on to bronzer now, and I'm going to take the Revolution Mega Bronzer in the shade 02 Warm. I'm just going to kind of go to town with this to warm up the face. I'm taking it on a Real Techniques blush brush, which is super old, but any bronzer brush will do. This bronzer is super pigmented, so try to go in with a light hand, but I do quite like it. Just, you have to be a little bit careful with it, otherwise it can be a bit much. Do you know what I just realised? So I just talk absolute nonsense to the camera when I film nowadays and just kind of let my chaotic iconic personality kind of brew. And I've realised it's kind of a good thing, because when I first started YouTube I would be almost quite robotic, and I would be like, now I'm taking the eyeshadow primer, putting this on the lid, and now I'm taking this brush and blending it into the crease, and it would be very like sort of non-personality of myself almost. And I feel like that's a lot of when people kind of say that YouTube has changed. The camera cut me off, that was rude. But when you first start YouTube it can be a little bit weird and awkward just to sit in your room by yourself talking to a lens like I am now. When I'm talking to you, I can't see you, so you're talking to a camera. So naturally you kind of don't relax and just be yourself. So I feel like when people say like YouTube has changed and stuff, it's just them becoming themselves. I haven't actually had that comment anywhere, but it's just something that's sprung to mind I thought I would share with you. Warming up the face. I always tap it off on the back of my hand, by the way, just to get rid of the excess bronzer, just so you don't go in with loads of product just across my cheeks, just to kind of like the way it looks. Moving on to blush, I'm going to take this palette right here from Revolution. This is the, I hate when they do that on the back of palettes. This is blush palette, it's the flamingo one. It doesn't say like what the name is on the back, so I can't remember. I think it's just the flamingo blush palette, but I'm going to take this middle shade right here, which is kind of like a dulled down peach. Like, it's not super intense, so I'm going to use that onto my cheeks. I can see in the camera my exposure is pretty high, but it's just a peachy pink shade, so I'm going to pop that onto the cheeks. With this brush from Spicy Choco, it's super soft. I'm going to go into that colour right here. And just start kind of popping that on the higher points of the cheeks. I like to take my blush a lot higher nowadays. If you put it down here, it tends to like drag down your face. I mean, if that's what you want, that's what you want. Makeup, there are no rules. Do what you feel. I always pack on a lot of blush nowadays because I feel like it's part of the makeup for some reason just kind of disappears into your face after a while. Pack it on, it will last. I'm just going to take the powder brush and just literally tap over that to kind of blend it in a little bit. Now I'm going to set the face with the I Heart Revolution Pineapple Fixing Spray. Love the smell of this, so good. Perfect for summer. I feel like we need a lot because of that matte foundation. Okay, moving on to highlight, I'm just going to spray my brush with a little bit of setting spray. And I'm going to take the XX Revolution Strobe Highlighter right here. Kind of like a rosy gold finish. Just taking a little bit of that and popping it onto my cheekbone. So pretty. I've decided to skip the inner corner highlight. I just feel like I want that matte eye vibe. Then moving on to lips, I'm going to line them with the Satin Kiss lip liner in the shade Icon, just like a pinky kind of colour. Then I'm going to pop on a gloss, and I'm taking the Pout Bomb lip gloss in the shade Kiss, which I absolutely love this lip gloss. It feels so nice on the lips. Pop this on. Has that like minty kind of smell to it. And I completely forgot, just to finish the look, I'm going to pop some mascara on my lower lashes. And this is the finished makeup look that I have done with the Revolution Friends collection. This is the Taxi eyeshadow palette. If you'd like another reminder, this is what the inside looks like. I'll do a close-up for you now if this is not in focus, just because my exposure is a little bit high. I'm trying to work out my camera settings with these new lights, but this is what it looks like. If you want me to do another look using this palette, then definitely let me know. But I am very impressed with how this look turned out. I had kind of no trouble with the shadows. The dark browns took a little bit of kind of work to blend together, but it wasn't like strenuous. You just have to kind of blend a little bit more than usual, but it was nothing like to complain about. So yeah, I really hope you like this makeup look. I'm really sorry if you can hear that. My neighbour has just started boxing. Every time he does it, it gives me a pounding headache. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, I'm one of those people who's really sensitive to sound, and that's just like anyway, I really hope that you can't hear that boxing sound, but I hope that you have enjoyed this video and you like the makeup look that I created, this kind of matte cut crease smoky eye with like an extended outer corner and a glossy lip. I absolutely love this lip combo. That lip gloss is so nice. It's in the shade Kiss if you wanted to know and you forgot from a second ago. But it's just the nicest lip gloss. It has like a minty feeling. It's not too sticky. Love it. I put my hair in a little clip up kind of bun thing, very 90s inspired to go with a Friends theme. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I have mentioned a few videos recently, but I'm very sorry for being a little bit inconsistent lately. I'm just kind of like figuring out what I'm doing with my life at the moment. There's part of me, if I'm honest, that really wants to kind of dive more into the fashion side of things. I love makeup, but I just feel like there's just a part of me that wants to do fashion a little bit more, and I'm kind of thinking about how I would start to incorporate that more into my channel, because I have an absolute ton. I'm looking down there at my box, which is full of like PR and makeup and stuff to get through to review for you guys, so I might kind of like just keep going and see how I go. But I feel like that has been putting me off from like really pushing myself, just actually filming rather than making up excuses. I've also just been struggling a little bit recently. I feel so much better as of yesterday just because of the restrictions lifting here in the UK a little bit more, and just yeah, it's just been a little bit weird at the moment, but I'm getting there. And I have a feeling that May will be a really good month for me content wise, because I want to do like a big makeover vlog, because I'm getting my lips topped up. If you would like to see that, I love watching those videos, so yeah, that'll be exciting. I'm also getting some other sort of facial things, not too much, don't panic, and then like a facial. I've got a tan booked in, nails, hair, and I want to do like a big montage, like glow up, outer shell glow up kind of vlog. I want to do a hot girl summer fashion haul. I might even do a styling video, we'll see, no promises, don't hold me to that. And I want to do like a Primark haul. I feel like I'll brave the shops in May, so I feel like May is going to be where it's at for my channel. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Like all of my kind of other Revolution review videos, it's the same kind of vibe for me with this palette. I think if you are a Friends fan, or you know someone who's a Friends fan, I mean, don't we all, then they will absolutely love this palette. I feel like it's actually a really good everyday palette, even with the dark pops of blue with more like cool toned shades. But it is really nice. The shadows worked beautifully, and I think you could display it if that's what you were into. I just wish that they would cover up this foam, because it does really bother me. I just feel like it's that little bit of cardboard around the edge which just made that so much more aesthetically pleasing. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm just going to cut this now because I feel like I've been rambling forever. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to be alerted when I upload a new video. Follow me on my social media pages. I'm shivonmakeupbiz on everything. And I shall see you next time.